What's going on, guys? It's going pretty good. I haven't put the road to 100K in a year. That's how long it's been since I've done a road to 100K. So and this is wrong. I got this plugged into the wrong thing. This plugs into that. There we go. That should do her. Clip this on my face now that everything is charged. All right, so we should be good to disco. Yeah, it's been almost a year since I've done a road to 100K, which, it's obviously my bad. Just doing dumb things for dumb things. Let's go to, here it is. Make sure this volume is turned down. However I do that. At Cherokee tonight. All right. So a year ago, let me put this right here so I can see. I guess really it doesn't matter. I'm trying to figure out, like, all right, which way should I go? I guess I'll just put it right here. Oh, can you hear that? Do y'all hear that? All right, I already know what that means. I'll be right back. I gotta sit here and deal with some dogs. So this is the road to 100,000. Let me go ahead and put out what I need to, which is 51.28. That is a year ago. That is what I had from $100 to $5,128. Don't worry those dogs. I'll deal with those dogs. Forgot to put their bark collars on. I'm sure Riley's walking with other dogs, which is making them bark. Be right back. Boom. My mom's oldest son. You mean Daryl? Daryl's coming, your brother? Alright, guys. Let's go ahead. What isn't. See, I don't understand this. If it's dead again. Maybe it was just dead. And it says that both batteries are P and X. I'm not saying that both batteries are dead, but I feel like I just charged them. It definitely says battery blinking. Huh. I'm just gonna take this off. Sorry for the people watching. Had to deal with dogs. And I'm actually gonna put in my big mic. Since for some reason this ain't doing what it says it's gonna do. Push a button? Huh. I don't know. Some things you know, some things you don't know. And that's something I don't know. I am going to grab my mic, my other mic. Where is my other mic? Oh, there it is. And don't mind me, this other mic is a lot better. I'm just going to plug it in. And boop. All right, other mic is plugged in. You guys can hear me, I'm sure you can. Just going to bring it right over here. And there. All right, how does that mic sound? Let's see here. Yep, I definitely can hear it. All right, so the last time we did this was a year ago, and we went from $100 and now we're at $5,128, episode 16. So how I'm going to do this, I'm going to first of all take 2,000. Boom. And let's see, out of that, let's go ahead and get 400 in green, 100 in red. There you go. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so now that we have our number, let's go ahead and start clicking this by. $5,100. All right, this is gonna be a little bit different than when you usually see me play, guys. This is, DGs is me playing, and the good thing about stuff like this is I have one certain goal. Let's get to 100,000. Very simple, very easy, and we're gonna go ahead and hopefully get right into it. Let me do a little chip cleanup. Last time we played, I think I made 130 bucks, but it was a wild ride where I went up, went down, did a big recovery. For the rest of these DG videos, I don't know, I think it's because my internet, I didn't do live stream. I don't know why I didn't do that. I think it's because I wanted high enough quality for you guys to see it. And now I got good enough internet, so, and a better table, so I can go right into it. $30, 6 and 8. Actually, I'm gonna take one, let's do a 115 inside. And like I said, guys, this is me playing. It's still gonna be answering questions and doing stuff, but I'm very much going to play with it in mind. Like, I'm here just to make a little bit of money, get my 20%, roll out 3, one more time, 3, turn off, 11, 7, turn on. That was a whole lot, nothing, 3, 3, 11, 7, 11, turn off, good Lord. 6 is the point, doing nothing on a 6, let's keep going. 10, 3, 9, 3, what a roll, $30 against, 3, 8, 10, gosh man, 5, why do I have to roll a million times in the first time, 7 out, page 25, working. That is a deuce. Snake eyes. Hopefully you guys can see that. Snake eyes. I'm going to let it run for one more roll. It's a 9, page 35. Over here. Drop the 9. 120 odds. That's a 6, pays 35. Press by 12. Oh, 9. Point made. 120 lost. We're going to go into a 125 pass line. I don't need all these 1,000 chips. Really don't need these 500 chips either. Okay. All right. That's a 12. It's a fat push. Doesn't do anything. It's a 5. I'm digging a 5. Not only am I digging a 5, let's dig a hole with that 5. 150 odds. It's a 9, pays 35. Press by 10. $12 does nothing. 10 pays 50 if I give it 5. I'm dropping the 10. Making this 90. Seven out. All right. So 150. That's 125. 2, 4, 5. 125 pays 125. 90 pays 60. Sorry, 115. 110 inside working. Eight pays 35. Let me go ahead and one of these 5 since we have singles. 2, 4, 5. Press that 8 by 12. Off. Yo 11. 8 point. Seven on the come out. 4. We go ahead and get 5 blocks. $200 odds. 7, 4. Even though it's on. Pays 35. Press it by 12. 8 pays 54. 35 plus 14. 49 pays 50 if I give it $1. Here's 50. Here's $1. Convert this into a 60. Click back the rest. All right, let's go ahead. 1, 2, 300. And we're off to the races. 7 out. Wash, that's going to pay 100. $110 inside. She is working. We are ourselves an 8, pays 35. Press by 12. Click the 25, turn off, point becomes an 8, roll it out. And you see how we're just taking these, 8 point, we're just taking these little bitty stabs for 35, but like you said, this $35 stabs, they're gonna start adding up quick to hundreds of dollars. I only need to make what, $1,000 essentially to make this work. 5's the point. Let's go ahead and do $60 odds. 6 does nothing. 6 again does nothing. A lot of non-fields. Go ahead and throw that $10 field bet out there. 8, lose the 10. Come back with 15. 10, get paid 15. 7 out. 60 pays 40. She working. It's 9, pays 35. Drop the 9. $150 on the don't. 12. 7 out. 150 pays 100. That's 75. So I made money. 150 pays 100. Off. $110 inside. She working. 12, lose the 25 right here. Rocking a pure don't. Turning off. That's a 6. Seven out. Page 25. Offset. Working. That is a 6. Hopefully you guys saw that. Page 35. Press it about 12. 0.6. This is off. 7 out. Working. 5 pays 35. Drop the 5. $120 odds. What's up, Biff? 10 does nothing. First 10 thrown. 6 pays 50 if I drop $1. Convert this into a 60. Three craps. One more roll. Oh, that is an 8. Hopefully y'all saw that. It's gonna pay 35. Press the 8 by $12. Click back to 25. Turn these. I'm gonna go ahead and put 25 back on the 5. Turn these off. Reduce this 120 down to 60. Seven out, pays 40. That's about as perfect as you can run. Man, we're racking up pretty fast. We definitely haven't made 1,000 yet, but we're definitely on our way. So that's 100 out there. So 3, 4, 2, 4, 5. All right, so let's just say that. And that's 500, 600. About $600. I mean, it ain't bad. Around $600. Doesn't seem like it. 5 pays 35. Drop the 5. Points of 5. I'm going to put 150 as odds. Seven out. $150 pays 100. Ain't bad at all, guys. I mean, 600 and I haven't gotten anything rough. Just doing the same thing. Wash, rinse, repeat. Working. You 11 off. Ooh, that is a 7. Working. What's going on, Ben? 5 pays 35. Drop the 5. $150 odds, which will pay 100 at 4. So 9 pays 35. Press by 10. Click back to 25. Ooh, I'm running out of 5. 50. Oh, 5. Off. Lost. Point. That was a little bit of a juice on the first point, so I'm just going to go flat 150 on the don't. 8. Definitely don't want to have 150 on an 8, so we're going to be very just let it run. We got out of that, but mind you, it doesn't always happen like that. You got to be really conservative when you're hitting on these second points and they're 8s and 6s. Here, over, working, boom, offset. 6 is 35. Oh, I got a question here. Press about 12. Off. 6. Boom. Dice Vice says, so you would rather take a small loss on the hedge than cover the whole thing to make a little on a 7. So usually starting out my progressions is right here. I'm usually, oh, actually, I forgot to turn off my lawn mower as well. Hold on. Usually, when it comes to this right here, I'm usually only covering the initial bet. Now, if I'm pressing, I automatically know if I'm making 35 pressing by 12. So if I know these are bigger bets, like this one is, I'm like, all right, well, this was the original bet. The 12 signifies another $35 I've made. So a lot of times you'll see a smaller hedge to cover the initial, and then if I'm in enough profit and a small enough level, I'll make a hedge a little bit bigger to cover the profit, but I have to be cognizant of if I get a repeater or hit the point at that 150 area, I'm like, all right, you're a little heavy on that, so this is where the most danger is, so I'd flat that. But, you know, a lot of times I always say keep math simple, you know, especially when you're doing something DGE related that's in depth. You know, a lot of times I'll say, hey, you know, make it simple or make it easy. Depending on the point, you know, you'll see me 10, nothing. You'll see me do something a little bit laterally, but like I said, this is kind of one of those times where, you know, especially for this, I know it sounds weird because I'm always teaching and learning. What's going on, old man? Is, you know, this right here, the road to 100K is just me, Charlie, playing my own system, but you know, just trying to make my 20%. So it allows me to go through the entire steps of just saying, hey, you're at a table, you have 51.28, you have to make, you know, X amount of money for your 20% 1 hour goal, which I might not even hit today because I'm a little bit rough starting out. So right here, the double sixes and eights, I'm not doing anything on 2 points being the sixes and eights, but you know, we'll let it ride. 8, see those are 2 repeaters. I think we've only rolled 4 times or 5 times. So we haven't even gotten into the standard of like every 6 is a 7. Oh, so right here is a perfect example of where you can get yourself in trouble, especially with the anti-fire bet. So right here, we've made 2 points. Both these points were repeaters essentially. And now I've done a 7 on a come out. That gives me an indication that there could be a long roll coming out, so I'm going to be even more conservative coming into this future. So you go 11, does nothing. 7 again, 7, 11, 7. 7, well, I'm not dingus. Turn on, 2 7s in a row. 8, pays 35. I'm going to take one of these 5s, it's 5 singles. I'm going to press the 8 by $12. Oh. It's 8 off. So even right there, when I usually don't do anything, I can still capitalize and take a little stab in the meantime. 7. And right here, I've seen a multitude of 7s now come out. Like a lot of clusters of 7s have happened right here initially. That gives me a little bit of love. That gives me all kinds of play stuff. Let's just see a little stabby jabby. 8. So that's a 156 and 8. So I'm going to take that back. Gets paid 175. Points and 8. See, that's a stab. That right there is a quintessential DGE stab. You're like, all right, 17,000 7s have come out. There's no reason why there should be any more 7s. Boom, 7. Gosh, man. You know what? I liked it so much. I'm doing it again. You can't have 15,000 7s in a row and let it just out there. Woo! Thank God I sat here and didn't wait. All right, so boom, on. See that, guys? That's how you get a little bit of cheese with the cheddar. 9 does nothing. Let's see here, and drop. I'll add this over here. I'm going to just do a little, I'm going to try to press it again. Let's see what happens if we really get cheesy. Deuce. 7. What happens when we get real cheesy? 1. 2. This time working. That's a 9. Oof. I'm gonna get a little aggressive. This is very aggressive actually. $600 odds, $300 or 156 and 8. 8 pays 175. All right, so now I want to reduce and do a 150 odds. Bring all this back down and do 85. And we're going to just play with it. Now we're doing a press regress. 5 pays 35. I'm going to be a little bit of a gambler and do a full press. 9. 150 lost. Point made. These are OFF off. Coming to a 150 don't. 5. I like the 5. Move over to the 9. We're going to turn them back on. I don't know what that dollar is doing. Let's just say put it right here. They're back on. And let's do another 150 odds. $8 pays 35. Full press. Uh-oh, 5. That's 450 on the deck. Lost. You could take this moment and say, hey, you know, I'm gonna A little bit too crazy. I'm about to even. I want to leave it at that. Or you can get a little bit more aggressive. Let's see what happens. 6. Well, I'm definitely not going to have $500 on a 6. I'm reducing this down to $200. All right. 4 does nothing. 10 does nothing. I like seeing those numbers though, because that's going to give a little bit more of a, that's another 4. Second 4, a little bit more, gives me a little bit more confidence that 7's coming. 10, 4, 10, 4, 10. Sweet. Get the shotguns out. 3, 5, 7 out. So it's down 450. I made 200 back. I'm down 250. Let's keep these off right now. $150, 6 and 8. She working. I'm gonna be a real stickler with this on and off puck when it comes to DGE Craps. It's a 10. Actually, I'm just gonna bring this down. Let's do $200 odds. It's working. 4 does nothing. 9 pays 35. Max press it. 7 out. I'm going to say that was a straight wash, essentially. I'm still going to say I'm down 250. Somewhere around there. When I say down, I'm still in profit, but somewhere out there I'm down a little bit. In the gambit of, you know, oh my goodness. Well, I went right to the mic, but don't worry, it was going to be a snake eyes. 5, second roll. 3, third and final roll. 8 finally pays 175. Drop all this, because like I said, I'm still down technically $75. We're gonna put here just 50 bucks. 7 out, pays 25. And let's go ahead and do, this is a $90 6 and 8 working. 6 pays 105. See, 180. Point to 6. I'm going to take this time, do a little housekeeping. Housekeeping! You left that up below. Alright. 2, 4, 5. 2, 4, 5. It's 1,000. Give me that 1,000 chip. Alright, so 1, 2, there's my 5,000. Just gonna eyeball this. Alright, 2, 4, 6, 1,100, 1,200. So 5,100 means I need to make 1,200 bucks. So I think I'm right there at 1,200 bucks. So right here, start with 51.28. I'm gonna go ahead and points to 6 here. Let me be Christian about this. 0.6. You never know, might get a little stab in again. 7 out. That was easy enough. All right, let's go ahead and color up. I'm pretty sure I hit my 20% goal. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. That is a fat hundo. $200, $300, $400, $500, $600. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. $600. Here's 7, 8, 9, 10. So now we're at $1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 62, 62.85, 62.89. So I now have $6,289. So even in this one where I was down a little bit, tracking, I still recovered, still made over $1,000 in profit, still hit my 20% goal. And yeah, I mean, that's essentially it, man. That's the entire purpose, is you to hit, your 20% goal and then go home. So I hit my 20% goal of 5,000. Now, obviously, the next time we do this episode, it's going to be with a bankroll of 6,200. So obviously, the 20% goal will be $1,400, $1,300, $1,200, or 620, 62. Yeah, 1,240. So it'll be $1,240 will be my 20% goal. As we sit here and progress in this series, when we start getting to $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 up, these 20% goals are going to get pretty gnarly. But essentially, that was it. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move the camera and do a little Q&A. Let's see here. Okay, I'll move the iPad first. Then I'll sit here and move, the camera. Don't mind these fat Crocs I got on, guys. Woo! I'm sitting fine. Yep, this is me and my Crocs. It's all about comfort. It's not about the money, it's about happiness. Wear Crocs in your own house. When can you wear Crocs? All right, we'll adjust this. Scabanzis, look at that. And then I'll put this right here and see if anyone has anything. All right, cool. Let me just double check to see where this camera is. So I'm using my iPad today, so can't always be Christian. All right, cool. I'll check the comments every now and then, but realistically, just to give a brief overview, is the only time I really got in trouble is exactly where you saw it, where you think it would be trouble, is that I was like, you know what, I'm on a second point, I want to keep hitting these placement nets. I think the point was a 9. I had 150, lost the 150, 150 on the DP, the point became a 5. I put 150 as odds to keep those plate skits going for a hedge system, and it didn't really do anything. It just made me cause, when it did hit the point, now instead of being down 300, I was down $450, and then I had to start nickel and diming it, because once again, it came to an 8. I'm not going to put $500 in 8, reduced it down to $200. Regardless if that 7 came or not, it's just a good practice to not sit here and put that much money on a third point and it's an 8. Look at your factors into going to that. I think also a really good stab that you saw at the beginning was, I was like, hey, listen, there's a cluster of 7s happening. 7, 11, 7, 11, 3, 4, 5 7s on the come out roll. So you're like, listen, I've just seen 10 7s in 15 rolls. That is outside the norm. It's supposed to be every 6 rolls to a 7. So when that happened, when the 7 out did happen, I capitalized the first time and said, okay, let's sit here and turn it on, hit it for 175, boom. The second time I waited a roll to say, let's see if I can't hedge it, and I'm glad I did wait, because that conservatorship had a come out 7 as well, which made me capitalize even more, because I was able to turn it on after that roll, then sit here, and I think it became a 9 or a 5, put odds against it, hit it for another 175. So right there, you're looking at 350 just nonchalantly, just looking at the table and seeing how it plays. Now, it doesn't always happen like that. We didn't utilize every single strategy of DGE. We didn't do any lay 4s or lay 10s. We just did a bunch of working 6 and 8s and hedges. Sometimes those situations don't happen. And when those situations don't happen, all you have to do is sit in here and just wait. And like you said, I've done months have gone by before laying a 4 and 10 because it just doesn't pop up. It's not a very random or common occurrence. It looks like that's all, because I don't see any more crazy questions or anything. So it sounds good to me, guys. So this is Charlie from Drunk Guy Explains. I'm just going to go ahead and come over here and say I appreciate this. Hope we're going to put out more of these DGE Road to 100K. It's going to be my final time doing a road to 100K. So yeah, there's that. Charlie from Drunk Guy Explains. Check you guys next time.